zodiac sign. I used to believe in astrology, but as a Pisces, aka the superior zodiac, I'm supposed to be skeptical. So I was like, you know what? I can't believe in this anymore. I need proof. Maybe I'm just uneducated and radiate small brain energy, but me personally, this guy right here, personally, keyword, personally, I don't believe in the whole zodiac sign constellations and planets being responsible for everyone's personality and life circumstances. Are they fun to read? Hell yeah, they're fun to read. You read someone's zodiac and you feel like a freaking fortune teller. But the reason I have trouble believing in this mystical nonsense is because it says Pisces are too sensitive. I am not sensitive. Okay, maybe I'm just... But in all seriousness, I see a lot of people around me take this stuff seriously, especially on dating apps. Not that I'm on Tinder or anything. But for some reason, it seems to be more common with women. I went on a date with this one girl, and not even 3 minutes after we sit down with our food, she asks me about my zodiac sign. I tell her I'm a Pisces, and she says that's her favorite sign. No surprise there. I ask her what she is, and she says she's a Cancer. No surprise there either. I then ask her if she's into this stuff, and she says no. Whew. But then she pulls out this freaking chart and she's like, what's your sun sign, moon sign, Mars sign, stop sign? She wanted to know the exact time I was born, exact coordinates, and method of birth. I was like, what the fudge? She then proceeds to tell me that even though she's a Cancer, she comes off as a Leo because of her sun sign. But honestly, I just thought she came off as a lunatic because she didn't even eat the food I bought her. She just picked at it. So I never spoke to her again. Ugh, typical Pisces. I could be wrong, but I feel like the opposite wouldn't happen. The majority of guys just aren't into astrology, and I don't know why this is. Maybe girls like the idea of thinking they know everything there is to know about their partner before they actually know them. Girls love stuff that doesn't make sense. Take this description of air signs for example. It says they're rational, social, and love communication and relationships with other people. First of all, those are all pretty much the same thing. And second of all, who doesn't like that? I would say that I try my best to be rational, alright? I've never met anyone that took pride in being irrational. Because even irrational people don't want to be irrational. If they knew they were being irrational, then they wouldn't think they were being rational. Because you can't be rational if you're being irrational. But there's rationality in knowing that you're being irrational. So you can't know you're being irrational unless you're faking it, which would be the most rational explanation. I also try to be social to an extent. Okay, I'm not the type to go out every day. But I do love relationships with other people. And I'm not even a freaking air sign. Hold on one sec. Hey man, you want to hang out this weekend? It's gonna be lit. We're going to the club. No! Stop calling this number. We're not friends. Human beings are social creatures. That's just how we are. Unless you're an introvert with crippling social anxiety. But humans are complicated. So complicated that basing our personalities on the day we were born makes no sense. I agree. I think if you really want to understand someone, just hang out with them. Laugh with them. Study them. And once you have enough information, you can start plotting their downfall and make sure they suffer in ways they can't even begin to imagine. Or you could always just do a personality test. When it comes to astrology, there's also this thing called the Forer effect. What the heck is that? Well, listen here, you little dummy. It's a very vague and general statement that applies to pretty much anyone, but it's worded in a way to make it feel like it only applies to you personally, so that you feel unique and special, just like everybody else. For example, expressive and quick-witted. They are sociable, communicative, and ready for fun, with a tendency to suddenly get serious, thoughtful, and restless. They are fascinated with the world itself, extremely curious, with the constant feeling that there is not enough time to experience everything they want to see. Do you know what sign this is? Everyone hates them. Oh, Geminis! You're right! My point is, this could apply to about 90% of the world's population. There's also this thing called confirmation bias, which is what happens when you have a theory about something, but only look at the things that agree with this theory, while completely ignoring anything that goes against it. Like when your stomach hurts, so you go on WebMD and realize that you have about 20 forms of cancer, and you should have died 200 years ago. And don't even get me started on the people who claim to be multiple zodiac signs, because they are the best. It's not like having multiple signs makes it easier for you to fall into this trap or anything. Wow. As a moon, rising, Libra, Sun, Pisces, Mercury, Gemini, Earth, Taurus, I feel attacked. And then there's the people that use their sign as a way to justify their actions. Wow, Jim, you cheated on me? Hey, baby, I can't help it. You know I'm a Capricorn. We get bored easily. I had no choice. No, Jim, you're not a Capricorn. You're a Crapicorn. Was that good? I mean, we might cut that out. And there's people that I personally think take it too far and act like this. Anyone who knows me, hush. So this may sound crazy, but anyone here have an Aries baby? I'm literally scared. LOL. I have a Taurus girl and Capricorn boy. They are so easygoing and laid back. What am I going to do with the third that's Aries? What were they like as a baby? A toddler? An older child? I'm a Taurus, and our household is so easygoing. Even our dogs. How am I going to get along with an Aries? Like, what? How could you not get along with your own child just because they're an Aries? I get it. Fire signs are passionate and temperamental. But anyone can be passionate and temperamental. I'm passionate about this video and it's making me temperamental. Water signs, aka the cool group, the dreamers, the emotionally sensitive ones. Bruce Lee's favorite group. Only they have the power to adapt to their environment. Nobody else. Earth signs. The only thing I'm gonna say about them is that they rock. Hey, somebody get this guy off the stage. I know I'm throwing zodiac signs a lot of shade, but one thing that still bothers me to this day
about
is
air
the compatibility.
signs. How could
The
you
believer
forget
in me
about
says,
air
"Maybe this
signs?"
is legit, Nandoskie. You never know what's real these days. The world is truly a crazy place, man." But then I see this, and I'm like, "What the fudge, man?" I don't know about you guys, but I've never met someone that liked doing things they didn't want to do when they didn't want to do them. I'm pretty sure that's not just a saggy turdiest trait, you know? When it comes to compatibility, it kind of just boils down to whether or not your lifestyles match and whether or not you complement each other's personalities, not your astrological signs. Take PewDiePie and Marcia. Incompatible. Yet they've been together for 8 years, and from what I can see, they're happily married. I could name a bunch of other people, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. This is why taking the whole compatibility thing too seriously and deciding not to date someone based on their sign or thinking you know exactly how someone is because of their zodiac's characteristics is very stupid. Exhibit A. Here's some screenshots of a convo I had with this one girl. I'm not gonna read them because personally I'd like to keep my remaining brain cells, but feel free to pause the video and read them yourself because it's it's crazy. It really is. I was in class one day and overheard these girls that were grouped up start talking about astrology, and one of them starts describing their ex, and the other girl was like, "Yeah, let me guess, he's an Aries?" No, he was actually an Aquarius. Ooh, I was gonna say that, but I thought it was Aries. Yeah, he definitely sounds like an Aquarius. Yeah, we definitely weren't compatible. I'm a Scorpio, and so I should be dating someone like a Pisces. This was my cue. I rolled over there in my swirly chair and smooth talked my way into a date. Hey girl, I'm a Pisces. You're a Scorpio. We're compatible. Let's make Minecraft babies. And it worked! I didn't do that, but they were talking about astrology, and they were basing everyone off of it. If you blame astrology for your relationships failing, then you gotta do some deep, introspective thinking, because otherwise, you're gonna end up in failed relationship after failed relationship after failed relationship, and it's just never gonna end. So why are you not in the relationship? Get out. Hello? Yeah, I'm calling about my tarot card reading.